You able to see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect. Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for your time today to join this webinar. Today we're covering the Make Data Simple in the Cognitive Era, an introduction to the Watson Data Platform. Before joining, let me, okay. Here is the agenda for our meeting today. First of all, we will cover a market overview on what is the current trends and the current status of the market. After, we're gonna give a overview of what is the IBM Watson Data Platform and what it's entitled, the ecosystem, the method. We're gonna review a business case on best practices and where this platform has been applied specifically within the communications and media and entertainment sector. We'll open up for questions and we'll give you resources to and follow up with next steps. So data is the world's new natural resource, and it's transforming all industries and professions. IBM has been building and acquiring the capabilities necessary to lead in the data and analytics, deepening our industry expertise and growing partnerships and ecosystems. Today, our data and analytics business is the industry leader, generating revenue of over 18 billion in 2015 only. And our mission at IBM is to make data simple and accessible to everyone. It's no longer just about the data, but it is also about how we put that data to work and create more value and competitive advantage for your organization. And by this, when we talk about making our data simple, we're talking about how we simplify the provisioning and scaling of the hardware and software needed to access and analyze data. And I want you to think about cloud when we talk about this. And in addition to provision this new technology, there is a need to a simple way to quickly become adept at using this technology. Also, we want to enrich the experience by providing a collaborative team approach when working with data and analytics projects. And also accelerate the time to value by providing an environment that makes it easy to leverage proven and trusted data and access methods and models leading for faster deployment. And the digital business disruption is virtually in every industry and every profession. As we all know, our clients are facing tremendous rate of change. Digital disruption in their industries is creating opportunities and technology to shift towards open source and cloud, empowering the new age of innovation. With more data from more sources than ever before, there is a potential to be better informed to make business processes and applications smarter. So what is the problem with this? Often, or the existing IT architecture, the data skills, and the analytical resources and the culture of the organizations hold them back from seizing new opportunities and adapting to this digital disruption. As a matter of fact, this phenomenon is real. In a recent IBM-sponsored Harvard Business Review, 72% of the global line business leaders told that they were vulnerable to disruption within 3 years. From this digital disruption in the business, the particular concept of digital intelligence and the ability to leverage data and digital technologies to understand customers, market shifts, and innovate faster than competition. And within this IBM research, only 23% say they can respond to the new threat that this digital business and this disruption it's present in the business. So this is not very long. How are the organizations coping? In a recent IBM study, we found that 80% of individuals are unable to collaborate on common data, and that it's huge. Specifically, the idea of marshaling teams together to work on a core set of data inhabits the intelligent use of data. Teaming across organization to drive more intelligent use of the data is what the business leaders are demanding. 80% say they have fear that data gets in their way. Data access across all functions is one of the main themes that we saw coming across in this study. And more fragmentation means more time, and unfortunately, often more time wasted. 9 out of 10, 90% of the people responded that speed is a problem. Speed to compete. They recognize disruption is happening and speed is a competitive advantage. IT needs to deliver the speed and the agility that the line of business require, and that is what is currently holding them back. IBM points of view is that to manage oneself as industry are becoming disrupted by digital business models, you need a distinct approach in order to be competitive. And a model where you can outthink possibilities through the use of digital intelligence. IBM point of view is that cognitive business creates new level of knowledge from data. All data and all forms of analytics at the speed and at scale. So what are you doing in order to be able to compete? You need to you need a mindset to outthink what is currently possible. You need to build a transformation strategy that embraces risk-taking. One of the main benefits of the digital business model is access to more and continuous bases. You can also get access to new types of data that can change your perspective and models. So that strategy will allow you to experiment and take risks that will allow you to adapt quickly to previous unseen trends and sources of advantages. To do this, you need to put a place an approach that this agile. You need to innovate quickly. DevOps, it's a popular operating model that was developed by SaaS company who realized they could go to a continuous delivery model to quickly launch new features, test which ones had a broad appeal, and to further iterate and refine their software. This same agile approach needs to be adopted to the use of data and the development of insights. Lastly, it's about promoting the mindset of being data-driven across the entire organization. We need to change the culture here. It's about giving access to everyone across the organization and use that data so you can unleash the creative experience and insights to a greater number of employees. In order to achieve that, we have found that talking to our clients that there are 4 areas where data plays a role in providing a value to the business. While each area brings value as we move from left to right, the end users feel they get more value as the data become more accessible to them. This is not to say that each area does not carry value or they're competitive improved in each area. This is more about how accessible the data becomes, and the more valuable it becomes within the business as it becomes more accessible. Here we see 4 different stages. The operation stage, despite companies using data to run their day-to-day operation, we help companies manage their data more efficiently with higher performance, higher availability, and lower costs. The reporting and data warehouse stage is about companies providing data warehouses, data marts, data lakes typically for the end user analysis. Frequently, this data will be transformed or augmented with external and often unstructured data to provide a holistic view. The self-service analytics, it's a form of business intelligence which a line of business professionals and data scientists are enabled and encouraged to perform queries and generate reports in their own, with little IT support. And this is a breakthrough in this environment, as it empowers everyone across the organization to collaborate. Finally, we reach the far right of the curve. These are businesses that have actually created new business models based on insights they got from their own data. Most of the businesses right now are in the first 2 stages. We want to help them grow through the other, to the stages 3 and 4 of this value model. In order to do that, we have found that we need a shift in expectations. There's a need to be to be a change in the expectations and to enable true innovation. In order to do this, we need to remove silos created by systems and tools. And this is very important. There's a lot of value generation from collaborating together and creating insights that will help you and your organization drive better decisions and create smarter applications. Also, there is a need for self-service access with trust and security. Leveraging the cloud and the innovation requires multiple data sources and have easy self-service access of those data sources. Not only that, but providing the necessary integration and governance to ensure trusted data that you're gaining accurate value and valuable insights from it. With a pay-go model independent from traditional IT buying process, we want to shift the buying model from a CapEx to an OpEx approach. Innovate with open source and the community. And I want to underline this point here. Making it easier for data professionals to access open source technologies and ideas and take advantage of innovation within a broader community as well as contributing with them, it will help your company to grow. And we will talk about more in the next slides about open source and the role IBM has played in all this. Finally, drive more intelligence faster than ever before. With as much data as we have, it's no longer enough to use one analytic technique at a time. Value is from being able to mix and match the right combination of algorithms, machine learning, and cognitive to easily arrive at the best possible insight. Then being able to iterate and provision quickly and continuously improve the results. So, leading the transformation, as we make more data accessible throughout the organization, we see that we have identified certain roles within that begin to surface as critical and crucial for successful exploitation of data and analytics within the organization. Specifically, these individuals across the organization need to transform to inject speed and agility into the organization, which at the end are the competitive advantage that would set your company apart. Successful progression requires these roles to be empowered with the right set of capabilities and the right culture so they can make an impact to the business. As we can see here, business professionals need easier ways to discover data and experiment with data through algorithms and visualization. Often business professionals are not technical, so we need to give them the right tools in order for them to be able to visually engage with the data. Application developers use a range of data services to integrate models to build applications that drive business innovation and competitive advantage. They require a toolset that ensure secure application development or deployment in the cloud. Data engineer, they seek to maximize the ability to become more data-driven and look for simplified data management and governance, as well as to ensure they are equipped with the right capabilities that can work with everything they have built so far. Data scientists, we need a lot of them. Data scientists are challenged by the requirement for their in-demand skills from across the organization, and they need to produce value from all the sources they have access to. Like scientists in the physical realm, they too need to they need to go from a hypothesis, experiment, and a test phase to learn to iterate quickly, but they have to do it at the speed of the business, and often is not the case. So as we see before, we just saw these 4 different profiles of individuals within the organization. They need to learn to collaborate, and they have multiple skill sets that we need as an organization to help to understand how they can work together and integrate those skills in order for us to be able to innovate and innovate quickly. The analytics life cycle involves multiple steps for input, analysis, and output. Increasingly, businesses are specialized in the professionals that do this task. However, as you can see from the mapping of the roles to different steps, many of the roles are involved in overlap steps. And this is a huge problem within the organization. Collaboration among all these professionals is key, and they need to be enabled from a people, process, and technology standpoint. And I want to bring your attention to this example here. Imagine a data engineer that builds out a new data source and share that asset with data scientists and business analysts. The business analyst immediately builds the report and dashboard that they need. The business analyst needs to visually engage with the data. The data scientist experiments with the data and ultimately builds a model that passes all tests and is worth of promoting to new applications. They can immediately share that model with the application developer who deploys the new application using the model. Along this journey, the team members are keeping each other updated on their status, asking questions, maybe sharing ideas and requirements, ultimately making the work more efficient. At this point, it's critical to empower data professionals with discovery zones that can then be quickly migrated into a product quality environment to speed the impact of insights. And in order to help those individuals address the new needs of the organization at the different with different data-driven professionals, I'm introducing here the IBM Watson Data Platform. The IBM Watson Data Platform was built on the path that IBM has been on providing cloud-based and analytics services over the last 2 years. IBM started to build its cloud-native portfolio in 2014 with the acquisition of leading NoSQL database as a service, Cloudant. We followed that year later with the acquisition of Compose that offered a scalable delivery management platform in the cloud for the lead open source data management technologies. And we introduced our own graph database service based on open source. IBM has also created an ecosystem of partners who build on open source to easily snap into the platform. We created the Watson Data Platform to be open as we want to be to our clients, to be able to benefit from the best innovations in the industry that the industry has to offer. Lastly, we also offered the data first method that provides the expertise and proven practices to ensure you get the most value of data. So the IBM Watson Data Platform is just not only a platform. It's a platform, it's an ecosystem, and it's a method. Let's take a look to the architecture of the Watson Data Platform. It starts with a collaborative workspace for the data professionals, the data engineers, the data scientists, the data developers, and the business analysts. We call these experiences, as they're not just new self-service tools. Rather, they include content and community infrastructure so data professionals can learn from each other and work faster and better by finding and sharing in a collaborative environment. IBM Watson Data Platform also offers individual data and analytics services in the areas of information integration and governance. And this is very important because it's what sets IBM Platform apart from the competition. No other competitor, vendor in the market is able to provide the governance and the security that IBM is positioned to offer. We also offer data storage and advanced analytics, and all these applications, all these features can be applied across the entire data and analytic lifecycle. It uses cognitive assisted capabilities and machine learning to simplify and automate the deployment and management of insights and models that power cognitive building, that power a cognitive business. So, in developing this platform, we saw that customer needed to do 3 things to get more value from their data. Watson Data Platform removes the silos created by systems and tools by enabling producers and consumers of insights and data products to connect and collaborate via self-service and open platform based on cloud technologies. Watson Data Platform is based on a foundation of connection with trusted access to all data. Leveraging our strengths in the integration and the governance space, or ingest and streaming capabilities, and the key open source projects such as Atlas, the foundation of the Watson Data Platform will enable fast, secure, and governed access to the users. At IBM, we believe that data is a team sport, and we enable all data-driven professionals to connect and work together more easily and more quickly. We also want to allow all of the users to be able to connect to different data types, internal and externals, and to be able to trust the data that they're using. It's about allowing all of these professionals to access the tools and technologies they want to use. Also, discovery. Intelligence is a core competence built in the platform, and it's exposed in almost every part of the process and backed by our strategic investments in data science, cognitive machine learning, and open source. It ultimately allows users to uncover possibilities that were not possible previously in a very rapid and iterative manner. Many of the cognitive capabilities are surfaced in the user experiences that are part of the IBM IBM Watson Data Platform. And I will give you an example. The business analyst interface with Watson Analytics provide a very simple natural language interface that provides recognition concepts, recommended starting points, and auto-select algorithms used based on understanding the data types and interactions with the user in a seamless visual experience. To uncover the best insights, it's about not necessarily using a single analytic technique, but using multiple techniques in combination. We also want to provide an environment where data engineers and data scientists can easily create data pipelines and build prototype data products. Lastly, accelerate. We need to accelerate the execution of the whole cycle in order to be able to be more competitive in the market. Watson Data Platform uses cognitive assisted capabilities and machine learning to make data simple and accessible to all and accelerate the journey to becoming a cognitive business. It's about speeding the delivery of the model-driven insights to business into the form of a dashboard, a report, or an interactive application. Watson Data Platform helps operationalize insights into production environments in a few different ways, via deployment capabilities in Watson machine learning and via application integration capabilities within Bluemix platform. You also need to be able to rapidly iterate and improve models, ideally in a simplified and automated manner. One of the core principles of the Watson Data Platform is that it's open. And I talked briefly previously about the open source. The Watson Data Platform is built on open standards with well-respected organizations, including most of the ones we see here, like Hadoop. It is built on open communities, including Apache, Hadoop, R, Python, Spark, among many others. Also, we have open partnership, meaning our partners integrated with Watson Data Platform in a non-proprietary way and participate openly with other partners and clients. Our IBM Watson Data Platform ecosystem is up and running and expanding every week as we build the community to innovate faster and offer partner solutions that integrate, can be certified with the Watson Data Platform to deliver capabilities and create solutions faster, embrace the common security and governance I mentioned before, which set us apart from the competition, within the cloud capabilities to unify the solutions and common foundations. And also, we help our clients gain more value over time as the community continues to innovate and grow. This is part of IBM's investment within open source community. As a matter of fact, IBM is one of the biggest investments on open source community. We are the biggest investments in Spark, and we have partnered with so many. We have committed to the open source community, and we are already building applications using that. And the Watson Data Platform is it's a perfect example of this. The IBM Watson Data Platform service were designed to support your existing on-premise environment and can serve you as a bridge to your journey to the cloud. So whatever you have right now, we can definitely work with that and help you progress within your journey. As an example, IBM Analytics data store products are built on a common and fluid analytics SQL engine with the characteristics we just discussed. Whether it's a technology for managed public cloud, software-defined environments, appliances, custom software, or Hadoop Spark environment, IBM has a family of capabilities which enable you to build true hybrid data warehouses with portable analytics and other capabilities of data visualization, Spark integration, which is very important, applications, and operational compatibility, flexible licensing, and standard certifications. No other vendor can match the breadth and depth of these capabilities. This family gives you the choice to deploy the right tool for the job at the right time. This also extends to our transactional data offerings. DB2 on cloud allow you to bridge your DB2 instances to the cloud, for example. We also recently introduced DashDB Transactional, a managed relational database in the cloud that you can use to complement your on-premises transactional databases. Cloudin, NoSQL databases, has a Cloudin local version that you can run within your data center. So at the beginning, I talked about the platform as the platform, the ecosystem, and the method. The goal of the IBM Data First method is to deliver a compelling, consistent, and differentiated point of view on a client's journey to achieving analytics-driven proficiency and the value that we can provide along the way in order to help you. The Data First method is an IBM methodology that helps client devise a strategy. It's not about only technology, but organizations more than often lack of an analytic strategy, and the Data First method comes precisely to fill this gap. You can start anywhere, which allow you to focus on your biggest business opportunities. The Data First method helps you fill the gaps. We're talking about a strategy, an expertise, and the skills. We will help you build those. No less, no more. Finally, the Data First method helps you build value at every step, ultimately driving data-driven culture one initiative at a time. So in my experience in the field, I have seen that organization often becomes challenged by the amount of disruption this digital transformation presents to them, and they want to approach every step at one time. And with the Watson Data Platform and the Data First method, we help you achieve that at every step, at your own pace. Whatever you need, at your own pace. So this single method is comprised of a set of value offerings, and it's such high value and differentiation that will be branded and named with engagement and assets positioned, such as when they interlock together, they have more value as a complete whole. Being data-driven is easier said than done. Our IBM Data First method helps chart the course from wherever clients are today to where they want to be. The method provides the strategy, the expertise, and the game plan to ensure your success. So some of the tracks included in the method are the data foundation, identify that helps your organization identify the opportunities to better manage multiple workloads while reducing cost. The data lake that helps you develop the data architecture needed with a data catalog and governance to deliver the next level of data availability. Data science, it's all about data science. Apply the value of descriptive, predictive, and prescriptive analytics to data drive the business forward. Also, data in action track. Use data as a catalyst to ignite new business ideas and realize new growth opportunities. Better yet, you can start with a no-cost discovery workshop to develop your specific and customized use case and to identify which areas of the business you need to work on. And as a matter of fact, I would like to share a success story of a client within the media industry that uses some of the components of the Watson Data Platform to improve their business opportunities. I want to introduce you to RSG Media, which is a global leader in delivering software and services that help the world's largest and most successful media companies, cable and broadcast, entertainment, games, and publishing firms to maximize revenue from their content, advertising, and marketing inventories. Some of the business benefits they encounter when applying some of these solutions included in the platform were a 4% lift in viewership and $6 million boost in revenue for one client with an optimized scheduling of their content. 50 million increase per year in client bottom line via advertising analytics and yield optimization. 17.5% increase in new viewers using 15 less marketing inventory for a leading cable network. And some of the solutions that this company used were IBM Cloud Done, IBM DashDB, Watson Analytics, all part of the IBM Watson Data Platform. Tying things back together, IBM Watson Data Platform, the ecosystem, the method, has been built to make data simple and accessible to everyone, so that each and every one of us can put data at work to create value for our organization, us, and the society around us. All of us need to think about how we'll cater and deliver tools and capabilities required to make the data professionals of today successful and be able to effectively leverage data and its insights at the speed of business. I want to pause right here for questions because I know I have covered a lot of material, and I want to open for questions. Does anyone have questions, please?
Gerardo, we have a series of questions already.
Yes.
The first one is, I want to better understand how Atlas is used.
Atlas is part of the we partnered with Atlas and it's part of the offerings right now, but I can definitely get back to you with more information on the specific use cases with Atlas.
Perfect. So to the person that asked this question, because the webinar records who asked the question, we'll be able to get back to you via email with more details.
Yeah, we'll follow up with specific use cases of Atlas and how that fits into the Watson Data Platform.
The next question may end up being kind of similar from the perspective that you may have to go back to them via email. They want to know if we have available case studies or any other IBM Watson work in connection with blockchain technology.
We do. This technology was launched at the World Watson in October, so we are still in the process of delivering those use-specific cases for each industry and targeting specific technologies. And I would definitely leverage the ones we have. We're still working on those, and I will get back to that person with specifics on that.
Is the entire platform open source?
The entire platform, it's based on open source. We use Spark as the engine of the platform, and we have integrated technology from open source into the technology. So it's a hybrid approach of IBM software that has already been out there in the market with new technologies such as DSX, Data Science Experience, would leverage open source technology, use Python, R, and Scala. So yes, open source is infused across all the technologies within the platform.
For a company that's not using the Watson ecosystem, what is the easiest way to get involved and start using Watson?
Great question. We have a freemium model of most of our offerings out there, so the easiest way to get engaged with the Watson Data Platform would be try one of the experiences for free in the freemium model and start playing with that with the software and see whether or not this is something you could leverage within your organization. We can definitely follow up that offline and get you started as quickly as possible. but all of the offerings has a freemium model that can be used by anyone right now. I will leave the links in the next chart, so you can go and experiment by yourself what are some of the offerings, specific offerings of the platform.
What is a good place to start working with the IBM Watson platform for a marketing agency that focuses on banks and financial institutions?
Great question. The Watson Data Platform has many softwares, many solutions. One of those is the Watson Analytics. Watson Analytics, it's a great offering for marketing-driven organization, as it lets you explore data that organizations already have, and lets you dig into that data and find out new insights, asking natural language questions. And I think it's a great starting point for any organization with a huge emphasis on marketing and social media. Yes.
Okay, the next one is, in connection with Watson and IoT, could you offer any comments on smart training connecting the shop floor and engineering teams, for example, virtual reality, use of interactive notebooks like PTC's MathCAD?
The IBM Bluemix platforms allow for the integration with IoT data and with, for example, our newest offering, which is called Data Science Experience, which is definitely lets the user use the IoT data and explore the data using notebooks that are already offered by the software. So you can start playing with the data, writing code, and getting insights from that IoT data.
Okay, and the next question is, what is prescriptive analytics, and what is the difference from descriptive or predictive?
Prescriptive analytics is the phase in which organizations use historical data that they already have in order to understand what has happened in their business, in order to have a more clear view of what the outcome might be. Predictive analytics is the capability of use that same historical data in order to build patterns, identify patterns, and build algorithms that will let the organization predict a possible outcome. So we have prescriptive, we have predictive, and the next step on that will be cognitive, which is the ability for machine learning and artificial intelligence to respond to those changes in an automatic way.
Okay, next question is, I want to know more about the IBM IT Professional platform for professionals and other big data platforms interested in IBM.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm also not very clear on what the question is. I want to know more about the IBM IT Professional platform for professionals and other big data platforms interested in IBM.
IT platform, I mean, I'm not really sure about what the question entitles, but you know, the Watson Data Platform, it's integrates IT, integrates different parts within the analytic cycle. So integrates IT, integrates the business user, integrates the application developer, and the data scientist. So it encompasses a very broad set of skills and tools, including IT. So not if that person can clarify on the question, I will be more than happy to address specifics. But you know, this platform, the Watson Data Platform, encompasses a very broad set of services, software, and it's catered to different profiles within the same cycle.
What is the difference between Watson Data Platform and the IBM Big Insights platform?
IBM Big Insight Platform is part of the offerings of the Watson Data Platform, and it's a bundle-up approach for commercialization of big insights along other services like the Bluemix platform and all the visualization tools like Cognos Watson, data marts and data warehouses. So it's all part of the same platform now. It's one Big Insights is one of the offerings of the platform.
Okay. What programmatic APIs does Watson Data Platform come with?
It would depend on the specific use case, I believe, but there are a lot of APIs included already on the Bluemix with the Bluemix platform. But for specific on the APIs, I would need to get back to him because there's depending on the product, on the categorization, there might be APIs offerings for different. For example, Big Insights or Bluemix or Compose, they all have different ones.
Can you elaborate on your engagements with RSG from the workflow standpoint?
Well, the IBM was able to implement solutions like Cloudin, DashDB, and Watson Analytics, and what we're trying to do with the Watson Data Platform is change from the perspective on the approach of a product approach into a solution-driven approach, of value as a service. And what we worked with our RSG Media was we integrate these different solutions to make them tackle and become more effective in different area of the business as they were catering to different companies, different clients within different sectors within that market. As I mentioned, for example, cable and broadcast, entertainment, games and fishing. So we were able to boost the revenue by optimizing the scheduling of the programming, for example. So they were able to push revenue by that, and better allocating advertisement within that schedule will drove them to acquire more revenue in that sense. Also, increasing the viewership by 15% with less marketing initiatives. That was made possible by the integration of those services as well. So yeah, it's I don't know what more to elaborate in regards to that, but definitely again I can there's a use case about RSG that I can make available for that person that can explain very in depth and in detail about what is it that IBM did with RSG and how we were able to specifically help them achieve those goals.
Okay, is it possible to use Watson Data Platform in a non-cloud-based manner in-house? Organization security policies would likely not allow us to use cloud-based offerings.
Definitely, definitely. We are, Watson Data Platform was born in the cloud, and we're moving, the approach here is to evolve from an on-prem to a cloud-based approach. However, we understand the concerns of different clients, like the one you mentioned, that for one reason or the other, we're not be able to move. That's why we have a hybrid approach with the Watson Data Platform. We are able to offer some of the offerings within the portfolio of the platform on premises.
How does Bluemix relates to Watson?
We need to make a clear differentiation in terms of Watson and the cognitive engine and everything else. Watson, it's the cognitive computing that uses different cognitive algorithms. What we have done with this platform is we have infused some of those algorithms, cognitive algorithms of machine learning and artificial intelligence within different products that encompass the platform. Bluemix is one of those. Bluemix is part of this platform, and some of the offerings in Bluemix, like Data Connect or Cloud and some of those have already algorithms that those cognitive algorithms that help those applications be more smart and learn from past behaviors.
Can we use the platform for startups?
Definitely. There's a freemium model out there. I encourage everyone in the call to get out there, start engaging with the applications, and definitely we want the startups to be engaged. And part of this open source initiative that IBM has had and that has built the platform on, it's part of based on the open source community, which the startups are a big part of. So definitely we encourage them, and definitely it can be used.
How does Watson Data Platform overlaps with Cognos Analytics?
Cognos Analytics, again, Cognos Analytics is one of the offerings of the platform. The platform encompasses many services and softwares. It's our market response and approach to the current needs for analytics in the cloud. Cognos Analytics, it's part of the business analytics, or the business analytics applications. As I mentioned during my presentation, there are 4 different profiles. The business analyst, data scientist, Cognos Analytics will fall under the offerings more aligned with the business analyst, and it's part of the offerings of the Watson Data Platform, as well as Watson Analytics and SPSS Modeler.
Does Watson Cloud have predefined models to run prescriptive analytics?
Yes, we have predefined models that we want our clients to take advantage of, but also part of that IBM Data First method is that we help them identify and customize those for the organization. So we definitely offer some pre-made offerings for them to leverage and start using right away. But also what we want is to make this as customized as possible to the needs of each client.
What kind of training offers are available on Watson Data Platform?
I will encourage everyone to visit Big Data University, as well as on the next, I have a few links here. You can visit ibm.makedatasimple. There's a bunch of resources out there for everyone to get training on the basis of Watson Data Platform and all the technologies that encompass the platform, depending on their area of interest or expertise.
What are the different Watson deployment strategies? On-prem, cloud, hybrid? What is the most popular one?
Right now we have the 3 of them. As I mentioned before, this is a platform born in the cloud, and we have a huge emphasis on the cloud. However, the most popular one and the one we think has more acceptance within a client is the hybrid approach, as we understand that there are different clients in different stages of the maturity model. So what we want is help them all progress to eventually being on the cloud. But the most popular one right now is the hybrid approach, which we think at IBM is the most popular one, and the one we're focusing on heavily, as well as the cloud.
So is Watson Data Platform a system of how all the IBM tools should work together for specific business models?
Yes, so what a platform is, it's an approach. It's an approach that encompasses all the IBM technologies for analytics and in the cloud, and will help the organization, will help customize and adapt those technologies, method, and strategy for each customer.
Is it vital to separate the roles of data professional, data scientist, and app developer?
It's not vital. We have encountered in the marketplace that depending the organization size, and we can have one professional doing tasks that encompass two different roles, business analyst or app developer, and so on, or data scientist and application developer. However, this is what we identify during our expertise and our tenure during the business as the four key roles, but they're not necessarily separate. It will depend on the organization size and approach, and they don't necessarily have to work as a separate profiles.
What is, in IBM's view, the difference between data engineering and data science?
The data engineer, the data science are the professionals who make sense out of the huge amount of data, and they prepare the data. They are in charge of the quality of the data in order for the engineer to be able to use that data for application execution.
What is DashDB? Is that a new product from IBM?
DashDB is part of the Bluemix offering. It's a data mart, data warehouse in the cloud that is offered by the Bluemix platform, and has integrated analytics capabilities which help customers make the most of their data in a faster way. It lets the customer exploit their data within the data warehouse or the data warehouse more quickly.
Regarding Watson Analytics, right now it only provides decision tree techniques. Are there plans to provide other data mining techniques?
I understand that there is a roadmap ahead for 2017 that might include some sort of update in regards to that. However, right now, there's a lot in the making. I know that there are improved mapping capabilities that has been released or are about to be released. So, it's a very interactive approach that we have with this software. We want everyone to start using it, and definitely there's more to come. And the roadmap for 2017. So, I will encourage to sign up for newsletters and stay on top of the updates. This is constantly changing. We're adding more capabilities as the time go by.
Okay. In the hybrid model, do you have some arrangement to enable a high-speed dedicated network to connect from the corporate network to Watson cloud servers?
I believe yes, through the sublayer platform, which can be part until a certain point of the Watson Data Platform. But I would say it would be integration between this platform and sublayer.
Can you clarify about the IBM Innovation Center and getting acquainted with the Watson Data Platform in terms of training?
The IBM Innovation Center, it's our centers across globally for not just the Watson Data Platform, but all IBM technologies. As a matter of fact, one of those it's for Spark in San Francisco. And as far as it goes for training, there's a lot of training out there that we put for our customers and the whole community, the whole open source community online. Mention some of the resources out there like Big Data University, and which is completely sponsored by IBM. But as far as training goes, we need to get specifics of what the person might be interested in to try to indicate the path within IBM. The innovation labs are for clients to get to know what is it that we're doing and help them innovate together.
Do you have any tips on selling solutions backed by the IBM Watson platform?
Selling solution backs to I would say leverage the business partners. There's a huge the business partner ecosystem that I mentioned that I showed before has a huge approach, has a huge offering and possibilities to expand that reach for selling the Watson Data Platform. So I would definitely leverage those, and it's a great help to expand the current network and be, successfully able to sell those.
In today's world of big data with data velocity, volume, and variety, how do you manage data accuracy? Any best practices?
Data quality and data accuracy is one of the biggest challenges organizations face, and with this platform, we are able to position organizations in order to improve that level of accuracy and quality of the data. One example of that is using the IBM Bluemix platform, Data Connect, composed with that helps organization have a better screening of the data that they need to use in order to position themselves to have better insights on exploitation of that data. For specific use case, I can definitely get back to a person with specific use case on data quality. But on the top of my mind, I would say that yeah, the IBM Bluemix offerings are part of the platform would definitely help that organization achieve better levels of data quality and accuracy.
Okay, that's all the questions we have.
Well, thank you very much for your time today. Before leaving, I would like to give out, encourage everyone to visit our IBM.com Make Data Simple for more resources on the Watson Data Platform. Also encourage everyone to sign up for one of the data professional experiences. They're free, it's a freemium model, so you can start engaging and play within the organization. And if you think this is something your organization could definitely profit or get advantage of, contact me, and I will definitely point you in the right direction to get a data first method workshop and get you started with the IBM Watson platform. Thank you very much.
Gerardo, there's one last question. Which country is the data stored?
So far, we're storing the data in the United States and Europe. We eventually, I have heard that they might be planned to extend globally, but so far in the US and Europe.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us today. You will receive an email tomorrow with details on links to start testing these products, to start testing the Watson Data Platform, copy of the slides, and anything else you need with the link that you use to register for the webinar. You received an email. You can just reply to that email, and that will get to us if you have additional questions. We will follow up individually with any of you that ask questions and need additional details. Thank you so much, and thank you, Gerardo, for your presentation.
No, thank you, everyone, and have a good day. Happy holidays.